Hi everybody and welcome back to my show, and I'm the Crypto Mom. Well, I thought I'd do a video called Why Should Women Get Into Crypto? I am just astounded by the low number of women that represent cryptocurrency holders. I know that in general, we haven't quite reached mainstream adoption yet, and that, people in general don't own cryptocurrency, but, of the percentage of those people, even a tinier percentage, actually on cryptocurrency. And, I have to apologize. I am not a professional YouTuber. I was a software engineer and a database administrator for a long time. But I'm totally new to the social media, YouTube type space. But I'm doing the best I can, and I would like to, bring more women into the cryptocurrency space, and I kind of just did my reasons why. I mean, the obvious is the great multipliers, right? I mean, the story about Bitcoin, that if you had bought Bitcoin, when it first started back in 2008, 2009, you'd be a multimillionaire now, if you had bought, 1,000 Bitcoin, which was just, pennies at the time. So the great multipliers to me are a great reason to get into cryptocurrency. And then I really believe that blockchain is the wave of the future. Blockchain technology is really a disruptor. It's changing, the big banking system, and they call it a trustless, decentralized system. So I think it has a huge impact. I have 3 children myself. If you set some crypto away, maybe that'll grow, and you can send your kids to college with that money. It's a passive way of making money, which means that while you sleep and work and take care of the kids, you're making money. And to me, the HODL strategy, holding on for dear life, that's a great strategy if you can just set it and forget it, right? So, make some cryptocurrency purchases and then come back in 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, and kind of see where you're at. There are great apps called Blockfolio and Delta Folio Tracker, that you can just kind of keep track as you like. But many people get into the space and they think that they're going to be swing traders or day traders, and that's actually more difficult than it sounds to do. So I personally do some swing trading, but I try to hold on to what I have for the long term, because I try to invest in technologies that I think really have a future. And there's just not enough ladies in the cryptocurrency space. The My Ether wallet, or the Mu wallet, some statistic came out that less than 5% of women hold My Ether wallets. My birthday present this year was the Nano Ledger S. I thought it was great, and maybe I'll get a Trezor next year. Those are storage, cold storage wallets that you can use, that instead of keeping your money on the exchanges, right? But I heard something outrageous, that even one of the coin openings they had at a strip club, because it was that male dominated, there just weren't any women involved. And I think since we represent half the population, we need to change that. And there's some really exciting projects out on the horizon. Pundi X is something I'm heavily involved in, that I think is going to have a huge multipliers, 5 times, 10 times the gain. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. In fact, I'm just a software engineer and a mom, talking about cryptocurrency. I'm an enthusiast and a technologist, and soon to hold a master's degree in IT. But anyway, these things really fascinate me. Pundi X is like the Square reader of cryptocurrency. Their mission is to make buying Bitcoin and Ethereum and cryptocurrencies like buying water from the local store, right? And that's amazing, because half the battle of cryptocurrency is adoption. It doesn't, to me, as a software engineer, when I used to lead and deploy products, it doesn't matter how good the product is, but if people aren't using it, it's never going to be successful. So Pundi X is a project based out of Indonesia, that they want to have these little kiosk machines that you can just go up and buy Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin or whatever cryptocurrency you'd like. so it's kind of like a fiat gateway without having to set up a Coinbase account and get on an exchange. Zebi is another project that I think is fascinating, coming from India, blockchain technology about privacy and security. India is an emerging economy, and I've told a lot of my friends. In fact, I've given a lot of my friends cryptocurrency, and I've said, hey, Zebi is a great project. I have a little investment circle of friends that we text each other what projects are out. Ontology lives on the Neo blockchain, and Neo, is kind of an amazing story too. That a year ago it came out and it was 11 cents, and then at the high, it was over $150. Something startling. If you had bought 10,000 Neo, when it came out, and the ICO price around 11 cents, you'd be a millionaire today. Ontology is off the Neo blockchain, and I think it's the privacy identification. I think Ontology is going to have an amazing year too. I watched Ontology go from $1.86 to almost $10, but cryptocurrency is kind of a wide swing, because when you have a lot of volatility, you have a lot of opportunity. Volatility and opportunity, kind of synonymous together, when it comes to things like this, because you have to take risks, but you can minimize your risk by just putting a little bit of money into a good project and just kind of set it, forget it, leave it there. I like the idea of talking about cryptocurrency almost like traditional stock, in the sense that you have your top 10 or blue chip type crypto. Blue chip stocks are like been around for a long time, really steady, solid projects. Well, you have blue chip crypto, of course. Bitcoin is the big daddy. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and now Ripple, Litecoin, things like that. Those are kind of what I like to say are the steady Freddies. You put your money in. It's not a huge up, it's not a huge down. It's not volatile, or as volatile as some of the altcoins, and an altcoin is anything that is not Bitcoin. But, again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just one mom talking about cryptocurrency. And, again, the statistics, were crazy with, Bitcoin buying at pennies and then it exploding to over $20,000 last year at the all-time high. And that was truly amazing. So I really think that cryptocurrency has a future. You'll hear a lot of what they call FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, from people. But again, I really believe that with volatility comes opportunity. And, I've had trouble kind of finding my voice in the space, and just trying to, there's all these millennial YouTubers out there, and they're mostly, guys. And, I want to be the Generation X, girl or lady who comes in here and has, good, honest crypto conversations with you, and just, with the motives. I mean, we all, want to make money, but, and we, a lot of people think, oh, well, the technology too, is so important. It is. The technology is the way of the future. But, I mean, as a mom with 3 young children, at the end of the day, my job is to take care of my children and make some money. So I really believe, for you ladies, it is a wonderful way of having passive income. So anyway, that's my video on, why women should get into cryptocurrency. I kind of say, why not? With they say the hand that rocks the cradle is the hand that rules the world. And I think, we can have, these honest, easy, digestible cryptocurrency conversations together, so that, we can all, put away a little money and ride the wave of the future, right? I mean, wouldn't it be so cool to be able to tell your kids that, hey, I was a first mover, early adopter into, oh, son, what did you buy your house for? How many Bitcoin, or whatever. Oh, yeah, I was into that, in the beginning. So I just think there's a lot of opportunity here, and I'd like to, take the journey with you into cryptocurrency. I think we can do it too. So please like and subscribe with the video, and I'd like to keep making videos. And apologize, I'm not the most social media savvy person, but I do have a master's in IT, and I do own quite a bit of cryptocurrency, and I am just a mom, right? At the end of the day, trying to find passive ways of making income for my family. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day. See you soon.